Welcome, everyone, to Phillips Arena. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the Hawks, where we'll be broadcasting live today. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. They are still putting the pieces together right now with just one win in their first 5 games so far.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown thus far.
And for Toronto, Biyombo comes in for Valanciunas. The Mavericks subbed in for Patrick Patterson. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. And there's Maverick. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Daniels in at the power forward.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the bucket, good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Pass to Horford. He dishes it to Bazemore. From the top of the key, he buries it. Bazemore's got his second basket. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
It's Millsap with the drive. Toronto grabs the miss.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Maverick passes to Daniels. Clock at 6. Out to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Millsap a screen. Down low and stolen by Biyombo. Outside Lowry. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by T. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Biyombo with the block. They get it back, and that one's good. Millsap. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Lowry penetrating. DeRozan against T. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
T kicks to Millsap. Wide open. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Outside Lowry. Passes to Maverick. He kicks it to Daniels. Here's Biyombo. Good work defensively by Horford. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here.
Checked in for Humphries. Millsap comes in for Scott, and it's Teague in for Kyle Korver. Paul Millsap out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Teague. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Splitter in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Daniels, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bazemore's checked in. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. The dish to Schroeder. Millsap a screen on Lowry. And Teague has it in the corner. Splitter sets a screen for Teague. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Splitter misses. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to New Orleans.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
DeRozan dishes to Lowry. To the middle. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Schroeder. Lowry covering. Splitter. That's good.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Raptors leading by 9. And it's Lowry penetrating. Maverick passes to Biyombo. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Schroeder with the ball. Millsap a screen to the inside. Biyombo with the block. Now here's Lowry.
Move the ball.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one's good. Here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen to the paint and stolen by Biyombo. Lowry against Teague. The pass to Maverick. DeRozan in the corner. Pass to Maverick. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. Count that one. Maverick's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
And here is Teague for 3. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Toronto ahead, up by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you headed?
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Chris Humphries has checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. So the Raptors 5 right now. Ostrovsky, he's in at small forward. Bismack Biyombo is out there with MyCareer. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Powell in at shooting guard.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
All free throws good from Maverick. The Hawks trail by 13. Kicks it to Sefolosha. Dishes to Korver. No good. And Toronto will come the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Joseph. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Passes it to Maverick. Launches a three. Scott pulls it in. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Inside. Toronto grabs the miss.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Joseph, the pass to Maverick. Feeds it to Carroll. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Biombo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Picked by Humphries. 55 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Schroeder missing. Toronto leading by 15 to the paint. Joseph lays it up and banks it in. Joseph's got 6.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
There's a screen. Now Schroeder. Poked away. Stolen by Joseph. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone.
Hawks foul called. Dennis Schroeder. That's his first personal foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Free throw good, Joseph. The Hawks making a switch here. Splitters checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. DeRozan's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 19. Schroeder kicks to Scott. Can they get it? Toronto grabs the miss. DeRozan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He feeds it to Joseph. And there's the pass to Maverick. Here's DeRozan. Fade away. No good. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Atlanta making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Teague. Scott comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Raptors.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lowry. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
They've got Horford. Chris Humphries is out there with Scott. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Sefolosha in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Nogueira passes to Maverick. Here's Joseph. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Teague. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance